it's Heather Baxter here with HB Ministries. Welcome back to my channel. If you're here the first time, welcome. I am still currently in the Visioneering series. If you look at the link below, you will see the playlist there, and it has all of the most recent vlogs that I filmed in regards to the Visioneering series. The Visioneering series is all about how do you reach your goals and how do you visualize your dreams in your visions and how do we run after them. And so there's so many different angles and different types of lessons that I can give you, whether we're actually looking at a planner, whether we're looking at some forms and some things that I use to write things down. Maybe it's verses that week, maybe it's some inspirational lessons that you really need to learn to impact your faith. Whatever it is, I'm here to inspire success and help you build your faith. Today we are going to talk about hitting the reset button in life. And so with all of the things that I've been teaching in the Visioneering series, I'm all about going after your dreams and visions because I believe 100% that God has put them there. However, in the midst of getting to our preferred destiny, we have to kind of just stop once in a while and hit the reset button. I mean, we all have electronic devices, whether it's an iPad, a Mac computer, an iPhone, maybe you're an Android user, whatever it is, we can always hit default. And it goes back to the original program that's in the device. It just sets it there. Nothing else is there. Nothing is added to make it run better or anything that's real specific that you've added to the phone. It just goes back to the program default setting. And sometimes I believe in life that we just need to hit reset in our life. I believe our default settings are really our life experiences, what we have been raised in and or around. Sometimes pulls us away from our divine destiny. Really, it determines the way that we have momentum. It really determines the way we have resistance to move forward. And so we really need to be watching this area of our life, and we need to look at certain areas that we need to just reset. So today I'm going to talk to you about 5 areas that I'm going to encourage you to set the reset button on. This is something that I challenge myself and look at probably once a week, if not, maybe something is, kind of challenging me daily, and I need to look at one of these reset buttons because I believe that in some of these areas, again, it can push us back to our default, back to maybe the experience in life that maybe hindered us. And we need to learn how to reset in a positive way. And so today we're going to look at 5 areas in which you can hit the reset button. So remember, hitting the reset button just helps us perform better. It helps us reset some of our thinking so we can really focus on those goals and those dreams. And sometimes they seem so far away. But when we really reset and we work on these 5 areas that I'm going to share, I promise you that your vision and your dreams and your goals are going to seem so much easier to reach. Despite life's circumstances, we need to find us. You need to find you. You need to do you. That was something really important in my life. Many people can come at you and decide your destiny for you, or life can trump you in such a way that you always go back to the default setting because that's what you're used to. And there's so many times that we just need to learn to do you. We need to take advantage of everything that's given to us. And we've got to move forward, and God is going to help us move through the situations in life that are holding us back. Get to know you so your actions are purposeful and deliberate towards your goals and dreams. That was one of the biggest things that I needed to figure out in my life. I needed to figure out my weaknesses. What was triggering my default settings? And I needed to go and reset. I needed to reset those buttons. There's 5 ways, again, 5 ways that you need to hit the reset button so that you can reprogram how your mind thinks in the midst of these 5 situations. So when you're doing you, when you're really learning how to purposely and deliberately go after those goals and dreams, you kind of have 5 areas that you need to be challenging yourself and checking in and saying, wait, do I need to reset this area of my life so I can do me better? So here are the 5 areas in which we need to set the reset button in our life. All right, number one is the social reset button. This one is really important. This does not mean that you hit the reset and you change all your friends and you get rid of all of your friends. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is that we need to look at our social acquaintances, because when we set the reset button, what we do is we set ourselves up for fresh conversations, fresh friendships, fresh goals, fresh ways to move forward, because we're hearing fresh conversations. We have new and fresh associations, and that is really important. So it's sometimes a challenge for us to get out of our comfort zones and maybe go to a new small group, or maybe go to a conference that's in regards to maybe your visions or your goals. But you need to get yourself out there in a new social arena, because again, that will hit the reset. It will show you something fresh and new. Number two is hitting the reset button on your spiritual life. Yes, it's time to deepen our spiritual roots. You can be religious, you can be going to church every single week, but I'm here to tell you, are you growing in your faith? Are you just used to what you're programmed to know? Sometimes we need to reset our spiritual button, and that means challenging ourselves to take new studies, challenging ourselves to listen to faith-based messages. Sometimes it may even mean finding a new church home or going to church for the first time. If that's kind of like this, filling up your gas tank for a very long trip, because you know the destination is going to be long, but you know where you're arriving. You've calculated the miles, you know how much gas you need. It's the same thing when we look at our spiritual goals and we look at our dreams and our visions in general. You cannot make it to your dreams and your goals unless you are fueled in the faith. There's just no way around it. Your spiritual destiny and your faith go hand in hand. We need to be whole inwardly in order to run towards those visions and those dreams. So again, the reset button here means just deepening our faith, exercising our spiritual nature in a new way, in a new, fresh way. If you're doing the same thing over and over and over, and you're just doing it out of habit, then you really need to challenge yourself and say, I may need to hit the reset button on my spiritual life. Number three is hitting the physical reset button. Again, this can look different for everyone, but listen, it's all about doing you. What's important for you? Are you struggling with your weight goals? Are you struggling with some emotional things, which we're going to talk about that in a minute, because your emotional setbacks can go with your physical hand in hand, because when you're not getting to the root of your emotional, we just feel real lazy, real tired, real fatigued, and we kind of stay in our little corners. So those two can go hand in hand. I'll be talking about the emotional in a minute, but the physical reset button specifically, I just want to say, when we take care of our physical lives, whether it's learning to eat healthy, taking care of ourselves physically by getting on an exercise program, every little bit helps. It increases your confidence. When your confidence is boosted, you feel better. When you feel better, you're more excited about your goals and your vision. You're more alert to look for them and to dream about them and to really take time to work on them, because you're not held back by life settings. And so just start somewhere little. I will be sharing this a little bit more in some of my future videos under Visioneering series. But again, work on your physical self. Do you. Think about how you can implement exercise into your program. Every little bit works. Every little bit helps. And I'm going to give a great visual at the end, because sometimes we see the end result and we look at ourselves in the mirror and we go, I am so far from that. And we lose confidence already in the vision of just looking at ourselves. But I'm going to share a visual at the end that I think is really important. And maybe you're going to want to start to do this too, because it'll help you have patience and faith while you're pushing the reset button. So again, you may need to hit the reset button on your physical life. I have to hit the reset button, honestly, on my physical life like weekly, because I hate going to the gym, and honestly, I don't like working out. But I am one, because I'm shorter. I always tell people this. I am shorter, so I can tell really quick when I'm overeating and I'm not keeping my life on pace. I can just tell. I mean, it's not like my weight can spread very far. So for me, keeping on a schedule is so important. And I can honestly tell you that the only way that I stay invigorated and excited about working out is by watching. I can note all the results. And so you've got to get in the rhythm first. Your rhythm might take you some time, but have patience, get in the rhythm, and you will see results. So hit the reset button, start over, you got this. Number 4 is the emotional reset button. Now, I want to be gentle, kind, but I also want to really, really encourage you that if you're struggling in this area, this is so important, because when you hit the reset button and you really take a hold of this, everything else will come together. Everything else will start flowing. And so if you have unresolved issues, untreated areas of your life that has taken root, but you've really covered in dirt and you choose not to even watch that root, but it shows and surfaces itself in other areas of your life, this is important. I'm encouraging you to seek help, get counsel, get coaching, go after that. Maybe go into a small group that discusses specifically that root that keeps coming up. You need to hit the reset button in this area, because if you do not, all of those unresolved issues will constantly bring you back to that default in life, that default setting, because it'll just remind you of this. Things will trigger. And so when you're trying to envision your goals and your dreams, it's really hard to get there. And so I'm encouraging you that might just need to hit the reset button in your emotional life and just say, I'm hitting the reset here. I'm going clean, new program, but I'm doing me. Learn to do me. I'm going to come with a clean piece of paper. I'm going to learn how to purposely get good results in my life by looking at my foundations, looking at my faith. And I'm really going to learn that when I'm triggered, I'm going to learn how to hit reset right away in a certain area of my life, because I'm going to be programmed that way to understand. God has given us so many tools to win over those situations in our life. So I'm encouraging you. If you want, check out my website. I'll leave the link below. I'll actually leave the exact link to my coaching services. I do all kinds of different services and different programs for specifically women. I would love to join you one-on-one. Maybe there's an area you're battling, and maybe there's some tricks and some techniques, and maybe you just need a friend that's going to walk this out with you. I am here for you because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you go after the dreams and the callings and the gifts. I do not want to see you held back because life keeps defaulting you back to that program, that only program that you know. And so again, check out that link below wherever you're at. There's a way that we can counsel. I do Skyping online. It's good. Maybe that's a fresh association, a fresh social connection that you need to make. And with that, we're going to push the reset button together in your area of emotional health. Number 5 is hitting the reset button in your life on what relax means. Listen, relax rejuvenates, relax detoxes, and relax just helps refresh us mentally and physically. And so we're go, 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 go. And women, if you're working all during the week and you're coming home, you're working on the weekend because you're catching up on meal preps, you're catching up on lunches, you're catching up on relationships, and there's just no downtime for you to do you. And so I'm encouraging you, find a little bit of time. It does not need to be a long, elaborate vacation. Maybe going and finding your favorite kind of tea or your favorite kind of drink and just relaxing with a good book for a few minutes. Maybe going to a spa and getting a massage. Find something that you like. Find something that just relaxes you and just resets you. Maybe it's going on a run. I know some people took up the activity of running. I know several friends that just love running. And once they started running, it's something that resets them automatically on a day-to-day basis. It's not, I hate to use the word addicted because I believe that I know so many friends that have gotten into the sport. I know so many friends that have taken up the sport running, and they will tell you that running just resets them. When you're reset, because when you're relaxed and reset, you can handle what life puts in front of you so much better. Train yourself on relaxing. You've got to make it happen. This was an area I struggled with because I'm go, 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 go. I have learned to love reading. I have learned to like to go to the movie by myself. I have learned to really just enjoy quiet time somewhere, whether it's going to a coffee shop and taking my laptop and reading, watching YouTube videos. I mean, it's relaxing to me to watch other people inspire me through their gifts and their callings. That's so relaxing. Maybe for you, it's just a quiet day. What are you doing to relax? Because if you don't learn to do you and really just relax in your own space, then you're so involved in everybody else's life. And then it usually triggers you to think negatively. And so get all of that out, push reset, make it a clear day for you, a clear time for you where there's no worries, there's no questions, it's just you and you. And it's just time to just hit that reset button, really detox and rejuvenate yourself. Okay, I want to share a really cool visual with you because like I said, hitting the reset button in life does not happen just like that. We can hit the reset button on any of our electronic devices and it resets in a second. Well, with life, when we're learning to reset, it does not happen in a second. It's sometimes very challenging and we sometimes can feel stuck. But I want to encourage you today that that's okay. Sometimes we need to exercise our faith and our patience. And so I want to share a visual. Maybe you want to do this visual. I think this is just the coolest little thing. I decided to do it today. And this is an avocado seed. And I'm actually going to grow a plant. So what you do is you clean the seed. I have 3 toothpicks and only the bottom half is placed in the water. I used a clear glass so I actually can see the roots growing. Within 2 weeks, the bottom of the avocado will split open. It'll split open and you will see growth of a new plant. You'll see the roots actually come out the bottom. You leave this in here for about 12 weeks. After 12 weeks, you take this out and you plant the bottom half in soil, leaving the top half out. Within that time, you'll begin to see the plant sprouting out from the top. And sometimes you'll see a few plants coming out from the top. Within a year, you will have a very nice full plant. But here's the kicker. You will not see fruit for up to 5 years. And many people are like, I don't even want to deal with that. So when you're eating your avocados and you're wondering why they're so pricey, they do not produce fruit in a fast way. It takes time. It takes patience. 5 years for the first seed to yield fruit on the plant. A lot of times when you grow from a seed, you do not produce fruit. Okay, as I was reading about the avocado plant, they're like, you're 50% likely not to produce fruit. Well, many other people said if you have patience and you have faith and you do this the right way, you will produce fruit. So hey, it's one of those chances I'm taking, but I watched so many other little videos real quick and I just thought it was the coolest thing because it's a way of looking at this during the week and saying, you know what? My faith is being challenged in this area of my life that I'm trying to reset. And it's going to take time. But I think it's going to be really cool when we see the bottom of the split open and we see the new roots come out. And the same thing, it's likened to us in the same way. Because when we start resetting certain areas of our life, whether it be the emotional area, the physical area, it takes time to notice change and to produce fruit. But in the long run, you will see it. You will begin to see it. You will begin to see signs. And that's what I love. We'll watch ourselves get split open as we're resetting, but we'll see new root take place. We'll watch growth. We'll watch growth come out the top. And so we need to just be challenged by what we're resetting. Again, we're not quick. We're not like that factory reset on that electronic device, but we will see change. So I'm encouraging you today to be like the avocado seed and go for it. Hit the reset button in certain areas of your life. Have patience. Keep up with the faith. And you'll begin to notice new settings taking place in your life. And that is what's going to help you run towards your dreams, run towards your goals. And that is your preferred destiny. That's where you live the best. Let me know how you're hitting the reset button in your life. Let me know how you go about relaxing. Let me know maybe this year, how did you reset in your social life? How did you reset spiritually? How are you resetting physically? I mean, any area that touched you, comment below and let me know, because I think it encourages one another. How are we resetting our buttons? And hey, if you're going to grow an avocado plant, let me know. I will keep you posted on this. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram and on Snapchat. I keep things alive on a daily basis. They're always something faith-based, and I'm always trying to inspire you toward success while building the faith. So check me out on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and you can keep dibs with me on my avocado plant. So I'm signing off for now, and I will see you in the next video. Happy dreaming. So the first secret for persistent faith is understanding how God works. Well, there's 6 phases that I want you to recognize and grab a hold of. If you can understand these 6 concepts, you will understand a little bit better how God works and